The first and perhaps most crucial consideration for seniors when it comes to garlic is dosage and frequency, because what seems like a simple culinary habit can have profound physiological consequences. Garlic contains allicin, a sulfur-containing compound responsible for many of its health benefits, including cardiovascular protection, anti-inflammatory effects, and immune system support. Allicin is powerful, and like many potent compounds, its effects are dose-dependent. While moderate amounts can enhance circulation, support healthy blood pressure, and even improve cholesterol levels, excessive consumption can overwhelm the digestive system, irritate the stomach lining, and interact with medications in ways that can pose real risks for older adults. Seniors often have altered pharmacokinetics, meaning that drugs and nutrients are absorbed, metabolized, and eliminated differently compared to younger individuals. The digestive mucosa becomes more sensitive, liver metabolism slows slightly, and blood clotting pathways can be more easily influenced. In this context, an unmonitored intake of garlic, especially in raw form or in supplements, can tip the balance from benefit to harm, creating problems that are easily avoidable with mindful consumption. Excessive garlic intake can increase the risk of gastrointestinal discomfort, including bloating, gas, and mild cramping. For seniors who may already experience reduced digestive motility or chronic conditions such as gastritis or reflux, this effect is magnified. Even mild irritation can lead to reduced appetite, decreased nutrient absorption, or disruptions in normal gut flora, all of which can subtly undermine overall health over time. The body's response to garlic is highly individualized. Some people can tolerate several cloves a day without issue, while others may experience discomfort from a single clove. For this reason, understanding the optimal dose for your own body is essential, and gradual introduction, rather than a sudden high intake, allows the digestive system to adapt and respond appropriately. Beyond the digestive considerations, dosage interacts directly with medication safety. Seniors are more likely to be taking anticoagulants, antiplatelet agents, or other medications that influence blood clotting, and garlic has a mild antithrombotic effect. While this can be protective under normal circumstances, excessive garlic may amplify the risk of bleeding or bruising, especially when combined with certain drugs. Similarly, seniors taking anti-diabetic medications may experience altered blood sugar levels if garlic intake is not balanced, because garlic can modestly enhance insulin sensitivity and affect glucose metabolism. The science behind this is rooted in allicin's ability to influence enzymatic pathways in the liver and pancreas, modulating glucose processing and platelet aggregation. By consuming garlic in controlled, measured amounts, seniors can benefit from its protective effects while avoiding these potential interactions, effectively using food as a tool rather than a hazard. Frequency also matters because the body responds differently to acute versus sustained exposure. Some seniors consume garlic sporadically in large amounts, thinking that occasional, mega doses will confer health benefits. However, research suggests that the protective cardiovascular and metabolic effects of garlic are more pronounced with consistent, moderate intake over time rather than intermittent high doses. This aligns with general principles of functional nutrition. Stability and balance in consumption produce more predictable, sustainable benefits than sporadic extremes. For seniors, establishing a regular, moderate routine, such as 1 or 2 small cloves per day integrated into meals, ensures that allicin and related compounds are consistently available without overwhelming the digestive or circulatory systems. Finally, the concept of mindful dosing extends to the form in which garlic is consumed. Raw garlic, cooked garlic, powdered supplements, or oils each deliver allicin and other compounds differently, and the effective dosage varies accordingly. Raw garlic is potent but more likely to irritate the stomach, while supplements may contain concentrated allicin equivalents that require careful measurement. Understanding both the quantity and the form of garlic is essential to achieving safe and effective intake. By paying close attention to dose and frequency, seniors can harness the remarkable health-promoting properties of garlic while minimizing discomfort and reducing risks, creating a foundation for long-term cardiovascular, digestive, and metabolic well-being. The second critical consideration for seniors when it comes to garlic is preparation, because the way garlic is handled directly influences the bioavailability and potency of its active compounds, particularly allicin. Allicin is not present in whole, unbroken garlic cloves. It is produced enzymatically when all-in, a sulfur-containing amino acid derivative, comes into contact with the enzyme alliinase. This reaction occurs when garlic is crushed, chopped, or chewed, but it is highly sensitive to heat and timing. Many seniors unknowingly destroy the very compound they are seeking by cooking garlic immediately after crushing it or by overcooking it in meals. When garlic is heated too quickly, the enzyme responsible for allicin production is inactivated, and much of the therapeutic benefit is lost. Understanding this biochemical nuance is essential because it transforms garlic from a simple flavoring agent into a functional food capable of supporting cardiovascular health, modulating inflammation, and enhancing immune function in a measurable way. To maximize allicin production, seniors are encouraged to crush or chop garlic and let it sit for a period, typically 10 to 15 minutes, before applying heat or consuming it. This short waiting period allows the enzymatic reaction to complete, generating the highest concentration of allicin possible. Even small adjustments in this process can have a substantial impact on health outcomes. For example, adding garlic to a dish immediately before serving, rather than during long cooking, preserves both the enzyme activity and the resulting allicin content. This is particularly relevant for older adults, whose metabolic efficiency is generally lower than in younger individuals, making every bioactive compound more valuable. By understanding and respecting the biochemistry of garlic, seniors can make simple, practical changes in their kitchen that optimize the protective and therapeutic effects of this common food. Another aspect of preparation involves the physical form of garlic. Minced, pressed, or crushed garlic tends to produce more allicin than whole or sliced cloves because more cell walls are ruptured, allowing all I and an alliinase to interact. Seniors who add garlic to soups, stews, or stir-fries without crushing it may be missing out on much of its potential benefit. Moreover, the method of consumption, raw, lightly sautéed, roasted, or incorporated into sauces, affects both taste and efficacy. Raw garlic provides the maximum allicin content, but it can also be more pungent and irritating to sensitive digestive systems. Light cooking, after allowing the crushed garlic to rest, preserves much of the active compound while making it gentler on the stomach. This balance between potency and tolerability is particularly important for older adults, whose gastrointestinal lining can be more delicate and whose tolerance for pungent compounds may be reduced. Timing in preparation also matters when considering absorption and systemic effect. For instance, consuming garlic with certain foods, such as healthy fats found in olive oil or avocado, can enhance the bioavailability of fat-soluble compounds and reduce gastric irritation. On the other hand, combining garlic with highly acidic or very spicy foods might exacerbate heartburn or reflux, a common concern among seniors. The careful orchestration of preparation, pairing, and timing ensures that the full spectrum of garlic's benefits can be realized without introducing unnecessary discomfort. Furthermore, the use of supplements or processed garlic products introduces additional considerations. Many commercial preparations standardize allicin content but may lack the synergistic compounds found in fresh garlic. For seniors who rely on supplements, attention must be paid to dosage, timing, and consistency to achieve effects comparable to well-prepared fresh garlic. This highlights the principle that preparation is not merely culinary, it is biochemical, pharmacological, and deeply connected to physiology. By treating garlic as a functional food with specific preparation requirements, seniors can actively support heart health, vascular function, and immune resilience in a way that is both safe and effective. Ultimately, the lesson is clear: how garlic is prepared can dramatically alter its impact on health. Crushing, resting, and consuming it mindfully allows seniors to harness its full potential, optimizing allicin production while minimizing gastrointestinal stress. Simple culinary habits, grounded in scientific understanding, translate directly into measurable physiological benefits, enhancing cardiovascular function, supporting immune defenses, and contributing to overall wellness in later life. The third critical consideration for seniors when it comes to garlic is timing and digestive compatibility, because even the most carefully prepared garlic can create unintended effects if consumed in ways that challenge the gastrointestinal system. As we age, our stomach lining becomes more sensitive, the production of protective mucus decreases, and digestive motility can slow, making older adults more susceptible to irritation from pungent foods. Garlic, particularly when eaten raw or in concentrated amounts, can stimulate acid production and cause mild inflammation of the stomach or esophagus, leading to discomfort, bloating, or reflux. These symptoms, while often temporary, can discourage regular consumption and interfere with the ability to maintain a diet rich in beneficial compounds. By understanding when and how to consume garlic, seniors can maximize its therapeutic effects while protecting the delicate balance of their digestive system. Consuming garlic with food rather than on an empty stomach is one of the simplest and most effective strategies. When garlic is ingested alongside other foods, the presence of fats, fibers, and proteins slows gastric emptying and buffers the stomach lining against irritation. This not only reduces the risk of heartburn and acid reflux but also enhances the absorption of certain nutrients, creating a more favorable environment for systemic health benefits. For example, combining garlic with olive oil, avocado, or whole grains can smooth the passage of allicin through the stomach and facilitate its absorption in the intestines. This approach aligns with fundamental principles of functional nutrition, where timing, combination, and preparation all work together to optimize bioactive compound delivery. The form in which garlic is consumed also interacts with timing to affect tolerability. Raw garlic provides the highest concentration of allicin, but it is also the most irritating to sensitive stomachs. Seniors may find that small amounts taken during a meal, rather than a large clove on an empty stomach, produce benefits without discomfort. Lightly cooked garlic, added toward the end of cooking after a short resting period, maintains much of the allicin content while reducing pungency and digestive strain. These adjustments are subtle but significant, allowing older adults to incorporate garlic safely and consistently into their diet without triggering gastric distress that could compromise nutrient absorption or overall digestive health. Timing is also relevant in the context of daily routines and medication schedules. Many seniors take medications for blood pressure, cholesterol, or diabetes at specific times, and garlic can interact with these drugs if consumed in large amounts immediately before or after ingestion. Spacing garlic intake appropriately, such as consuming it with meals that are not coinciding with critical medication windows, can reduce the risk of adverse interactions while still providing its cardiovascular and metabolic benefits. This strategic timing reflects a broader understanding of how nutrition and pharmacology intersect, emphasizing that even natural foods require thoughtful integration into a complex physiological system. Another important factor is the cumulative effect of repeated consumption. Seniors who eat garlic sporadically in large amounts may experience more noticeable digestive irritation than those who consume smaller amounts regularly. Gradual, consistent intake allows the digestive system to adapt, reducing sensitivity and promoting long-term tolerance. This principle of moderation and consistency mirrors many aspects of aging well. Slow, steady, and mindful habits tend to produce sustainable benefits, whereas extreme or irregular practices can create unintended stress on the body. Finally, paying attention to personal response is key. Each individual's digestive system is unique, and what works for one senior may not work for another. Careful observation of how the stomach and intestines respond to different forms, amounts, and timing of garlic consumption provides actionable feedback that can guide safe and effective incorporation of this powerful food. Over time, seniors can identify their ideal routine, maximizing the cardiovascular, anti-inflammatory, and immune-supportive benefits of garlic while maintaining comfort and digestive harmony. By integrating timing and digestive compatibility into daily practice, garlic becomes not just a culinary ingredient, but a functional ally in promoting healthy aging and overall well-being. The fourth critical consideration for seniors regarding garlic is its potential interactions with medications, a factor that becomes increasingly important with age. As we grow older, many of us are managing chronic conditions that require regular pharmacological intervention, such as blood pressure medications, anticoagulants, antiplatelet drugs, and medications for diabetes or cholesterol management. Garlic, while natural and widely celebrated for its health benefits, is a biologically active food that can influence enzyme pathways in the liver, affect platelet aggregation, and modify the metabolism of certain drugs. For seniors, this means that consuming garlic without awareness of these interactions can have significant consequences. Understanding how garlic interacts with medications is not a reason to avoid it entirely, but rather a guide to integrating it safely and effectively into a daily routine. One of the primary mechanisms through which garlic interacts with medications involves the modulation of platelet function. Allicin and other sulfur-containing compounds in garlic have mild antithrombotic properties, which can reduce blood clot formation. While this effect may be beneficial in supporting cardiovascular health and preventing thrombosis, it can amplify the effects of prescription blood thinners like warfarin or antiplatelet drugs such as aspirin. For seniors, whose clotting balance may already be sensitive, excessive garlic intake can increase the risk of bruising, nosebleeds, or in rare cases, internal bleeding. Awareness of this interaction allows older adults to adjust garlic consumption, either by moderating the amount or timing intake so it does not coincide with critical periods of medication activity, ensuring both safety and efficacy. Garlic can also influence liver enzyme activity, particularly the cytochrome P450 enzyme system, which is responsible for metabolizing many medications. This enzymatic modulation can either enhance or diminish the concentration of drugs in the bloodstream. For instance, certain antihypertensive medications may be metabolized differently if garlic intake is high, potentially altering blood pressure control. Similarly, some antidiabetic drugs may experience amplified effects due to garlic's mild impact on insulin sensitivity and glucose metabolism. For seniors, this is not merely theoretical, it can translate into practical challenges in maintaining stable blood sugar levels or consistent blood pressure readings. Thoughtful timing, moderation, and communication with healthcare providers become essential tools in harnessing the benefits of garlic without compromising medication efficacy. Another layer of complexity arises from the cumulative effects of dietary garlic over time. Seniors who consume large amounts irregularly may experience more pronounced interactions compared to those who maintain a consistent, moderate intake. The body adapts to repeated exposure, and a steady pattern allows the liver and circulatory system to accommodate garlic's effects more predictably. This principle aligns with broader strategies in aging. Consistent, mindful habits often produce better outcomes than sporadic extremes. When seniors integrate garlic gradually and monitor its effects alongside their medication routine, they create a balance that maximizes health benefits while minimizing risk. Practical approaches to integrating garlic safely include spacing consumption away from the timing of critical medications, reducing the amount of raw garlic eaten at one time, and considering lightly cooked or infused forms that retain beneficial compounds while moderating potency. Consulting with healthcare professionals about garlic intake is also vital, as personalized advice can account for specific medical conditions, current medications, and overall health status. These measures transform garlic from a potentially risky dietary element into a controlled, functional food that supports cardiovascular, metabolic, and immune health without unintended complications. Understanding these interactions also reinforces the importance of awareness and intentionality in dietary choices for seniors. Garlic is no longer just a flavor enhancer, it becomes a carefully calibrated part of a health strategy. By respecting its pharmacological activity, monitoring personal responses, and coordinating with prescribed medications, seniors can safely enjoy garlic's therapeutic effects while preserving balance and stability in their overall health management. The goal is not to avoid garlic, but to integrate it intelligently, creating a synergistic relationship between nutrition, medication, and functional well-being that enhances vitality and reduces risk. The fifth and final consideration for seniors regarding garlic involves storage, freshness, and practical application, which are often overlooked yet critically influence both safety and efficacy. Fresh garlic contains the highest levels of bioactive compounds, particularly allicin, which is responsible for many of its cardiovascular, immune, and metabolic benefits. However, garlic is a living food that continues to metabolize even after harvest, and improper storage can significantly reduce its potency or, in some cases, introduce risks. For seniors, whose immune systems may be more sensitive and digestive function more delicate, using fresh, properly stored garlic is essential to maximize benefits while avoiding gastrointestinal irritation or exposure to harmful microbes. The process of selecting, storing, and applying garlic can transform a common kitchen ingredient into a powerful functional food that actively supports health in later life. Fresh garlic should be firm, free of mold, and have tight, unbroken skin. Bulbs that are sprouting, soft, or discolored have reduced bioactive compound content and may taste bitter or be harder to digest. Sprouting garlic, in particular, signals that the chemical balance within the clove is changing, leading to alterations in flavor and a potential decrease in allicin production. For seniors who aim to consume garlic regularly, choosing bulbs that are firm and freshly harvested ensures that each clove delivers predictable and consistent therapeutic effects. In addition, Careful inspection prevents the accidental use of cloves that could cause minor digestive upset, a consideration that becomes increasingly relevant with age. Storage conditions are equally critical. Garlic should be kept in a cool, dry, and well-ventilated environment, away from direct sunlight or high humidity. Enclosed containers or damp storage can encourage mold growth, which can lead to contamination and even mild foodborne illness, particularly in older adults whose immune defenses are naturally diminished. Hanging garlic in ventilated baskets, storing it in mesh bags, or using ceramic containers that allow airflow are practical strategies that maintain freshness and prevent spoilage. Avoiding refrigeration for whole bulbs is generally recommended because cold, moist environments can accelerate sprouting and degrade flavor, whereas peeled cloves can be refrigerated briefly if necessary, but should be used quickly to preserve efficacy. Beyond selection and storage, the practical application of garlic is essential for seniors to fully benefit from its bioactive properties. Crushing or chopping garlic just before consumption activates the enzyme alliinase, which converts allicin into allicin. Allowing crushed garlic to rest for 10 to 15 minutes before cooking or incorporating it into a dish ensures maximal allicin production. For seniors who may experience mild digestive sensitivity, pairing garlic with meals, oils, or other foods can buffer irritation while still delivering its cardiovascular and metabolic benefits. Using garlic as part of sauces, dressings, or lightly cooked dishes allows older adults to integrate this functional food safely into a daily diet without overwhelming the digestive system. Practical application also includes consistency and moderation. Seniors benefit most from incorporating garlic regularly in measured amounts rather than consuming it sporadically in large doses. Consistent intake allows the body to adapt to its biochemical effects and reinforces the cumulative protective benefits for heart, vascular, and immune function. Additionally, combining proper preparation, timing with meals, and safe storage ensures that each serving is both effective and safe, creating a sustainable habit rather than a fleeting dietary experiment. Attention to storage, freshness, and preparation transforms garlic from a simple seasoning into a strategic component of senior wellness. By selecting high-quality bulbs, storing them in optimal conditions, and applying them mindfully in daily meals, older adults can harness the full spectrum of garlic's benefits while minimizing risk. This holistic approach emphasizes that even natural foods require thoughtful management, particularly in later life, to ensure they provide maximum value without unintended consequences. When seniors take these steps, garlic becomes more than an ingredient, it becomes a reliable ally in supporting cardiovascular health, digestive comfort, immune resilience, and overall vitality, allowing them to enjoy the protective and restorative effects of this remarkable plant in a safe, effective, and sustainable way. If you found these insights helpful and want to continue learning practical, science-backed strategies to stay healthy, strong, and vibrant as you age, don't forget to like this video, share it with friends and family who could benefit, and subscribe to our channel for daily senior wellness tips, nutrition guidance, and simple lifestyle hacks designed to enhance longevity and quality of life. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video that can help you live healthier, happier, and more empowered every day.